ROH? Is it in Philadelphia?
It is. It's in Philadelphia. I believe it's November 5th and 6th at the arena in South Philadelphia.
Okay. Let me just take this interview to a different route. Just lighten the mood a little. Who do you think has better flannel, you or Mick Foley?
Ooh, let's see. I'm gonna have to give it. I'm gonna have to give it to Mick because he paved the way for me to be able to get away with wearing flannel in a wrestling ring.
Well,
I got to give it to him.
Well, but your beard is much better.
I agree with that completely. I don't think there's a beard in the business.
You definitely got the advantage on the beard. Just promise me this, because Mick has been, fluctuating between the flannel and like the cheetah print deal. Just promise me that you won't go to that dark place where you end up wearing like the cheetah or leopard print shirt. The flannel is cool. Stick with that because the fans love it.
I will, absolutely. I don't see how a cheetah skin's going to keep me that warm in the winter in the woods. Seems like too comfortable of an outfit.
Now, speaking, since we're talking about Mick Foley, it's a perfect segue. Mick Foley and Colt Cabana are doing that comedy thing. Who other than Colt Cabana, is a resident funny man in Ring of Honor?
Wait, what was that? What was the question?
Mick Foley and Colt Cabana are doing the comedy tour thing. Now, my question to you is, in the locker room, the Ring of Honor locker room, who are the jokesters outside of Cabana? Are there the jokesters in that locker room?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who's a funny guy. Sal Rinauro is probably one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my life.
Really?
Unfortunately, he's only around doing TV tapings, but he's hilarious.
Okay. Now, Grizzly, you guys just lost two ROH stars, and Brian Danielson and Nigel McGuiness. What are your thoughts on those guys leaving, and did you ever get an opportunity to work with them in the ring?
I did have an opportunity to work with Brian in the ring, like you said, at King of Trios for Chikara this past winter. Nigel, unfortunately, no. And it's sad that they left, but at the same time, it's really good for them. And I wish them the best of luck. And I don't see it hurting Ring of Honor too much. I just see a bunch of guys in the locker room ready to step up, have some fun.
All right.
Got a question again from another listener. How long do you plan on continue wrestling? Did you give yourself a cutoff age or something?
No, not at all. I will do this till I think I can't do it anymore. It's just too much fun. I enjoy it too much.
Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
I was just going to hit him with the quick hits. We haven't done it in a while. So I'm going to bring back rapid fire out of nowhere if you can handle it, Mr. Redwood.
Well, let's find out.
All right, just answer the first thing that pops into your mind. Favorite person to be in the ring with?
Bobby Dempsey.
Person you'd like to get in the ring with but haven't?
Big Show.
Hardest hitter in the Ring of Honor?
Davey Richards.
Best movie you've ever seen?
Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back.
Good movie.
Favorite color?
Blue.
If they were to make a movie of your life, who would play you and who would play your surrounding cast?
I'd have to be Sylvester Stallone.
I can see it.
We're going to bring in John Goodman to play Bobby Dempsey. Bobby Dempsey's always around. And I throw a bunch of guys from Saturday Night Live back in the 70s and 80s when it was good.
Well, is this an action? Is this a comedy? What is the story of your life here?
I think it's got to be a little bit of both.
All right.
Absolutely. Got to have that perfect mix of action and comedy. You got to draw in all kinds of people to watch.
Favorite fast food restaurant?
Taco Bell, if I'm eating fast food.
All right. Well, that was our slow, rapid-fire question series. Is it, you meet a lot of fans. Is there a difference between the ROH fans and fans, say, of WWE or maybe even TNA?
I mean, I don't know. I've never been to a WWE or TNA show as a wrestler to figure out what the fans are like.
Okay.
The Ring of Honor fans they're very passionate, and they love what they're watching in the ring, and that's what they're there for. They're there for the in-ring product, and they're very passionate about it, very knowledgeable, and it's a pleasure being able to wrestle in front of them.
Yeah, a lot of people make comparisons, the ROH fans to, the old ECW fans. Do you see those same comparisons?
I think a lot of the comparison comes with just their passion and their drive and their knowledge of the product.
Right.
How much they love it and just want to see it succeed. I think that's where the comparison comes in. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Okay. Well, who did you, how did you become a fan of wrestling? Were you always a fan? Was Grizzly, always up there in the woods watching wrestling, or, did this come out sometime later?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of wrestling out in the woods, but luckily enough, I caught it at an early age, and I kind of attached to it. And then, there was a little portion of my life, probably, early on, where I kind of stopped watching and then got back into it and just threw myself into it. I love it, and I absolutely love it.
How did you go from not watching?
What's that?
I was just asking, how did you go from not watching it to becoming a professional wrestler? That's a huge jump.
Well, I stopped watching for a few years when I was like a very young kid, and then started watching again and watched it religiously for, I guess probably the past 12 straight years nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
And, just the natural progression to doing it. Ever since I got into high school, I was like, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do, and trying to do it.
Did you wrestle in high school, like amateur?
I did, actually. I did. I did it because I thought it would help professionally.
Wow.
I didn't know it was in store for me professionally. But I did. It was fun, too. I actually have a lot of respect for the guys who do the amateur wrestling and the Greco-Roman style. It's a lot of fun, too.
Yep. You see a lot of that background with, the greats, so, I don't know how much it translates, but it seems to be a common denominator.
And it doesn't hurt, that's for sure.
Well, before we let you go, is there something you want to say to your fans or want them to know? Plus, obviously to go on to ROHWrestling.com to get, the DVDs of yourself and the rest of your crew. But is there anything else you'd like to mention to your fans?
Absolutely. Keep an eye on Grizzly Redwood on MySpace. I'm going to be getting some T-shirts and posters up there in the near future, hopefully within the next month. And just keep watching ROH, guys. It's a great product. It's a fun TV show. Mondays on HDNet. And just keep on chopping, everybody. Have fun.
All right. Well, we definitely thank you for coming on. We will be checking out the MySpace for the T-shirts and everything else and watching ROH. Thanks for coming on, Grizzly.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, Grizzly.
All right, thanks, man. No problem.